So
they had their mask on, but
Some people didn't have masks on.
I don't think Nashville heard about the coronavirus. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Wide open.
They're proud to be a coal miner's daughter, I guess. And so anyway, so you are now working for the Chamber of Commerce of Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes.
Michelle, you guys, Dean, that's what y'all are doing.
Yep.
You guys just promote things. That's all you do. Hey, we're promoting. Hey, where we are. Pump Sparkle. Woo.
Where's my next water bottle?
Where's it at? Anyway, so I wish you the best, and I'm glad that you got through your explosion and all the horrible things that happened in Nashville, Tennessee. Our country's gone totally damn crazy. I don't know if you guys noticed this week. What the hell, right?
Yeah.
And so during these times where you have these crazy things that happen, believe it or not, your good intentions matter. Your emotions matter. Your care matters. Your brain matters. The way you think and the way you care about what happens, and you just want everybody to be safe. And so everybody's a little bit crazy right now, and so we'll see what happens. But it's like I'm not a political person, so I'm not going to choose teams, or I'm not going to. That's not who I am, because I love everybody. And so, and because I'm already a little bit ahead of everybody, because everybody's going to end up loving everybody sooner or later. And the reason is because God will wait you out. The way the universe has survived for eons. And so the heavens work on the science of oneness. Oneness. Yeah. Oneness. What does oneness mean? What will you do if you're one with somebody? Anything. I mean, Dean, there's nothing you wouldn't do for me. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, and Michelle. And there's nothing Michelle wouldn't do for me, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay, that's what oneness is. What is oneness? There's no conditions. The condition is there's no conditions. That's the condition of oneness. And you guys, with your families and your friends and your people you love, you got to be like that. What will you do? Anything. That solves it. That sorts it out. You don't have anything to argue about. You don't have anything to bitch about. You don't have anything to go into drama about. You don't have any of those things to worry about. What will you do? Anything. And what will you do again? Anything again. And what will you do the next time? Anything. And that solves it. Now, that's easier said than done living down here on the planet Earth, because our little pea brains don't quite accept it that way, right? We understand what fair is. This is fair, and that is fair, and something else is fair. Well, I guess it depends on how much of the big picture you can see. If you see the whole big picture and you realize oneness is everything, and you may save me today, but I may save you tomorrow, and Dean and Michelle may save us the next day, then we kind of realize, oh, okay, I get it. You do anything. That's what oneness is. You know that I've said this a lot of times. I think this is kind of funny. Do you know when the world becomes one, all the countries, everybody, every race, every creed, every religion, when everybody becomes one, when some alien actually shows up that's superior, that can laser us, or like you went to science fiction movies, right? If you had this big badass alien that showed up and's like, okay, I can eat your head, you go, oh my God, right? All humans I'm one with now, because the alien gets to be the enemy. Mm-hmm. So that seems a little crazy. We're a little crazy. Do you think there's bigger beings in the universe? Do you guys think there's bigger beings? How many of you guys believe in aliens? How many of you guys believe in aliens? Raise your hand. All right. I can see you in the alien dimension, actually. And so I think I might be an alien anyway. And so some of you guys, I'm damn sure some of you guys are, because I read you guys. Oh, good Lord. You guys are something. And so, but there are dark energies in the universe that are bigger and badder. I don't know. Maybe they could. I don't know. Who protects us? Well, God protects us. Who else protects us? Our angels protect us. And tonight, I'm going to show you guys what's going on and how to get closer in touch with your angels. And so I've had this great experience with my angels, and I got to tell you guys about it so you understand it. And I'm very, very excited to tell you guys about it. I actually managed to sleep in for a little while this morning, and when things are going on in kind of a ripple in the universe, if you would, crazy things like, you know, the thing that happened in Nashville with Dean and Michelle there. Of course, I'm concerned because they're my family, and things going on in Washington, D.C. And I have friends and family and different people everywhere, you know, because I just know folks everywhere. And and I consider everybody my friends and family, because I just want to be one with everybody. And that's I highly recommend that, you know, for people to do that. And so then there'd be no conflict much. So with all this going on, I sometimes will get a little dozy doodled, like I get sort of sleepy. I mean, I'll just be hanging out, you know, doing whatever it is I do, and I'll get real dazed. Does any of you guys notice that been getting sleepy lately? You know, you kind of get a little dazed. I see people raise your hand. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. And so, yeah, a bunch of all you guys. And so that daisy thing is when your angel higher selves are interfering in a good way to light up some negative thing. So sometimes it's like all angels on deck. And so spiritually evolved people, and I would love to think that my audience is spiritually evolved, and you're my audience. You hear that's a nice word. Audience. You're my friends. I'd like to think my friends are spiritually evolved, and you guys are certainly my friends. I love you. And with being spiritually evolved, it means that you've beat through enough dark energies and dark dimensions to where you're in touch with your angel selves, your angel higher selves. Now, I introduced a little while back that you had God selves, and you want to ask God for your big God self. And then now I'm going to talk to you about your angel selves. Your angel selves go straighten out the messes that human beings make. And it's really crazy. I saw this crazy thing this morning. I was having a dream, and I woke up from my dream, and I was still dreaming. And I realized, no, I'm actually somewhere doing something. And I looked underneath a car, this sort of high up car, like a SUV, and I saw a bicycle. Right, a bicycle. And I thought, what is that? And I looked and I saw a child. And obviously this child didn't make it. And this SUV had run over this kid. And I thought, why am I seeing this? And then I heard a God's voice saying, fix it. And so I went back, because there's no such thing as time in the spiritual dimensions. I went back a little moment earlier, and this person was spilling coffee, right? And I projected all the light I could to this person that was spilling their coffee and running over a kid. Wow. I then saw this person swerve, because the kid with the bicycle was in front of this car. I saw him swerve, and I saw everything fine. Wow. Right? So, and I realized that a part of my consciousness was somewhere, wherever this was going on. And then I stayed in this space I was in, and I kept watching me do these types of, you know, little superhero things, right? And I was like, and I heard, you have to tell everybody that this is the dimension that's coming down to earth right now, as earth becomes a heaven. All you guys are angels. You're just, you just don't know it yet. I didn't realize I was an angel. I think I was too damn dumb to get it. Right. It's like, what? Angel, what? Anyway, and so, but I realized, wow, we're all angels, and so I think it's really important to realize you can get your angel selves. What do your angel selves do? Well, they straighten out messes, right? And maybe they save your life. Maybe they save a kid's life. Maybe they, whatever. But then I saw a series of these visions of things that were bad visions. And I saw everything changing. it was much like the first vision. And I realized, okay, so this is a brand new thing that I've known for a little while, to be honest with you. But today became very clear to me. And they told me to tell you guys that it's really, really simple. And heaven wants to give you guys your big angel selves. Okay. And so this is what they want to do. And so today I want you guys to just simply ask for your big angel selves. And so, and here's, it's really, really simple. I want you to say, God, angels, give me my big angel selves. God, angels, give me my big angel selves. Give me my big angel selves. Michelle, you can see that. I can see you seeing what's going on. Can you describe what you're seeing, Michelle? What are you seeing?
What I see is God giving, there's all these big, huge angels, really bright, big, huge wings. And then I feel really warm from the light. And I could feel like the angels, like big angels, and God giving us our huge angels.
And one
There's
just,
like a whole bunch of them.
yeah, a bunch of them, and they flew, but that one flew right into you. Now you hadn't heard me. We didn't talk about this before the show. I just
No.
want to let you guys know. This is like she has no idea, and so but like, look how warm your face feels.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you guys feel warmth in your body? Feel warmth in your face? Feel
All
that,
over.
you guys? Oh yeah,
I do.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You can. I see
Like
a
I
lot
just
of
feel
people.
hot.
Yeah. And so, okay, those are your big angel cells. Now, your big angel cells, what do? They save things. They fix things. They help things. They make things better. What do they make better? I don't know. I have no clue.
Can I share something?
Yeah.
That's scary. You already started. You said it loud on the air, Michelle.
No, because it's what he was saying about his dream, because I was just saying that I don't know what it was, but
Go ahead and share it.
okay, because this morning I just found out that my brother-in-law was going to go fly because he's a helicopter pilot, but he was in just regular
He
clothes.
was flying for his private pilot's license today. It was one of his flights he had to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when I found out last minute, I was like, oh, I didn't know you're going flying. And then all of a sudden I saw a vision of him crashing. And so, yeah. And I was like, oh, why would I think of that? I was like, I wouldn't think of that, but I cleared it. And then come to find out he crashed today, but he's fine.
He met us. He met us to get something to eat.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I see him. There was something he did right before he crashed that was intuitive. Or right.
Yep, it was a throttle thing or something that he did that kind of saved them or something.
Did he say that? Did he tell you that?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He drew it out on a placemat with crayons.
Okay. Now, guys, we hadn't said anything about this earlier. Okay.
No,
that's crazy, right?
That's why I was like, thanks for letting me share.
Yeah, and Michelle, feel how you got tingly?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's because you saved him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was you. It was you. It was you. It was your angel self.
Oh my
And so
God.
because today God gave us our mother load angel selves. There we are. Yeah, little doves and everything. Anyway, fluffy
so
white wings. Anyway, but that's really crazy that you're telling me this story. And but there's an intuitive thing that happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that intuitive thing that happened made him be alive.
Oh, thank
because he was coming in. He was flying a small little plane. He was coming into the runway, and the engine knocked out. I quit on him on going in for the landing.
It was malfunction. It was like an engine malfunction.
There's a fence right by the runway. You got to go over the fence and then go down and get on the runway and kick it onto the runway. And he says at the last minute, he goes, they got the engine started. They pulled up, made it over the fence. The engine dies complete, and they fell 100 feet to the ground. They hit the ground. He goes, we felt like a rock, 100 feet.
Yep.
The wing dug into the ground. The backside dug into the ground. It's
like grass.
Managed to keep it, because it was a soft runway. So they managed to keep it from really crashing. Yeah. I said, what did you do? He goes, we got out. We examined the plane. Everything was good. We took the grass off.
And they flew again.
We pulled all the grass out of the wing and we started it up. It ran. So we flew back.
So your brother-in-law is not quite right. He's a nice guy. He's not quite right. And so that's a Southern expression for a little touched.
Right.
I would have never gotten back in the plane. No. There's been many times where angels saved me, I'm sure. And I remember a time where Dean and I were coming into a private not a private airport, but a big airport because we were in a jet. We
We
were
were
in a
flying
private.
into Aspen, Colorado. Was that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, and so a lot of my clients, are sort of movie star types and stuff, and so they always will, they're like cool, and so they send their private jet to get me to go do stuff, and so anyway, we were flying into Aspen, Colorado in a private jet, and I was with my client beside of me, and all of a sudden, my client notices that I'm wrenching the seatbelt tighter, right? And my client looks over at Dean, who's sitting in front of me and my buddy. Well, I'll just say Joe, my buddy Joe, and so it was really crazy because they were like, Joe said, "Is he afraid of flying?" And Dean said, "No, no, he's not. He can actually fly a small plane." And Joe's like, "What's going on?" And I said, I see a lot of really strange configuration of demons on the airport on right at the runway. And we got a side wind, like a crosswind upon landing. And we came as close as you could come to crashing as you could possibly crash, or possibly come to crashing.
Mhm.
And so I looked at Dean, and Dean is very spiritually gifted, and everybody around me is. And I looked over at Dean, and I looked across at Dean, and I said, "Light it up, and light the pilot. Help me light the pilot." And remember, the pilot, once we started to land, and the plane went down the runway going row, 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 and the nose was about to hit the ground, and it was a crazy time, and everybody was freaking out on the ground crews and stuff. But it was really a very nutty time. Yeah, it looked just like that. It was actually that type of Learjet with the wings that curve up on the side, and but a crosswind is a scary thing, but we managed to go around, come back, and actually land. But it was very scary. And so, how did you feel, Dean, through all that thing?
Well, you remember when we finally got on the ground, we get out the plane. Everybody on the ground's freaked out because they're like, "Oh my God, we thought you were going to crash." Because remember, 2 weeks earlier, a private jet did crash
And killed
in
everyone.
Aspen and killed everyone.
Right.
And Gary asked the pilot, he says, "What made you pull up at the last second?" He goes, "I was coming in." And he goes, "I told the co-pilot, keep your hands on the throttle. So if I tell you to push it forward, I want full power. Don't even question me." And he said he had a 2-second period there. He says he was coming in. He hit the windshield, hit us, and he says something just told him in his head, full throttle. He told the co-pilot, he goes, full throttle, and we pulled up. But he even told us, he goes, we were 2 seconds from dying. He goes, we would have never survived if we wouldn't have went back up. He goes, I don't know what told me to pull the full throttle. He goes, but the last second we did it. He goes, we were 2 seconds from dying.
And I can tell you guys what told him. It was my angels and Dean's angels. You see? And so, or maybe it was your angels that saw this problem happening, because I see these things going on that I don't even know about, and I don't even know the person, like whatever, but I'll see these visions, and then my angel will go there and sort it out. Your angels will go there and sort it out. So this is kind of what's going on the planet Earth. And this is a psychic thing that's happening, a spiritual thing that's happening. And it's really quite amazing, but it really does work. And so, because we didn't crash, we didn't die. And the pilot said, I remember when we got out of the airplane, I remember Dean, him saying this. He said, I've been flying jets for 17 years, and this is the closest I've ever come to crashing.
Yep.
Wow.
And so that was his out of 17 years, right? And so, which will, make you wake up and think a little bit. And then I looked around what did it. And I realized there was a lot of dark energies that were aimed at us, trying to crash us, right? And so you have dark energies and you have light energies. You have angels, you have demons. And so it's really important for you guys to clear your energy every day, to meditate every day. I mean, you need to meditate like there's no tomorrow. You really do. And you really need to realize that you guys are all spiritually gifted, and you have these big angel selves, because you just ask for them. And I would ask for them every day, because Michelle and Dean, I hadn't talked to you guys today. It looked just like that.
I was gonna say
To
that
know
looks
you,
different. Yep.
yeah, to know you must be psychic. I mean, that's exactly what it looked like when I was meditating after all this happened. I went out into my backyard on the gift table, and I looked up and I saw all of heaven looking like that and looking down at me and hanging out with me. And I'm like, wow, look what's happening, guys. This is some crazy stuff, And so it was very, very exciting. And so this is a whole, we're moving into a time where what's going to happen? I don't know. But I a lot of good. If you guys are above this line of demarcation, everything great. If you're below the line of demarcation, I would assume everything pretty lousy and pretty bad. And so you got to be up. You got to keep your vibe high. It's the most important thing you can do, is keep your vibe really high. And if you keep your vibe really high, you'll find that I think life is lovely. And so, that's what you want. You want your heaven on earth. And Michelle, hey, good job with your brother-in-law. That's crazy. When you told me that story, it reminded me of the story with Dean and I and our buddy Joe. That's
God, you guys are safe.
Here we are. Right. Yeah. No, here we are. And thank God, and you want everybody to be safe and, whoever they are. And so, but your angel higher selves will go do stuff. And they just know. See, and how does that work? Let me tell you, it works through a network of oneness. It don't work through a network of noneness. It works through a network of oneness. That means that you may have someone that's a different color than you. You don't get mad. You may have someone that's a different creed than you. You don't get mad. You may have someone that's a different politic than you. You don't get mad. Everybody's got to be one if you're a light being. Guess what? Human beings are light beings. And so this is something that you guys will learn sooner or later. Maybe you know this now, and maybe you don't. But guess what? You will. And the reason is because God can outweight you. God's been around for eons, and he's able to outweight you. He can sit around and have some fun or twiddle his stuff, whatever God does. I don't know, and he'll just go, well, look at those idiots, And so don't be an idiot. Be one. Be one. Treat it serious. Treat it really serious, because if you treat it really serious, you'll notice you get all your spiritual gifts, and you'll be able to do whatever it is you want to do to create your heaven right here on earth, because there's a new heaven. It's called the ultimate heaven, and it's earth. And so this is going to be real interesting. We are so lucky to be living in this time we're living in, where all these crazy things are happening. And so, Michelle, thank you for telling me that story. And Dean, that's crazy, right? It's almost exactly. Yeah, it's almost like exactly like the story that where we saw this, and they teach you things through these lessons of life. I would rather learn my lesson than live my lesson. I would much rather hear your story, Michelle, than be in that jet that day that the thing almost crashed. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, oh wow, that's a great story. I got it. And so what I'm saying is, guys, learn the lesson. You don't have to live it. You don't have to be in a jet crashing or a plane that crashes like, Michelle's brother-in-law today. Just learn the lesson. Just listen, if you see something, you can learn a lesson instead of live your lesson. And there's actually a spiritual gift you can get to learn your lesson rather than live your lesson. You say, God, may I have the spiritual gift to learn my lesson instead of live my lesson? And there's a crown that'll show up on your head. And so, God, may I have the spiritual gift to learn my lesson instead of live my lesson? There you go. Say it. And now that I feel a lot of your sinuses open, I feel you're getting really warm and really light. And I see this crown coming down all day long. I got spiritual gifts all day long. I was like this spiritual freak of nature all day long, which reminds me, hey, tomorrow, guys, I've got 3 spots available. I'm doing Zoom readings tomorrow. And I'm doing FaceTime readings tomorrow, whatever you want to do. And if you guys want a reading with me, I have 3 slots available tomorrow. And all you got to do is call 800-827-GARY because all this, I'm so motivated when I see all these gifts coming down. I love doing private readings. Really, it's my favorite thing. I love it, love it, love it. And so just call 800-827-GARY right now. And I think Tanoch will answer the phone. Tanoch, are you there? Are you there? Are you there somewhere? Where are you?
He's there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm here, Gary.
Oh, good. So you're going to answer the phone, and I got 3 slots available for tomorrow, right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be here answering the phones.
Yeah. So if you guys want a private reading with me tomorrow, I've got 3 slots available, and I'm all yours. And so because I'm having so much fun, it was really crazy. I had a lot of people that were booked for half-hour sessions last week, and I ended up reading them for an hour and a half because I could not stop reading them because I kept getting more and more and more information to tell them. It was just, and I have to say, I was so passionate and enjoyed doing it. And so it was just like really crazy seeing all the different things that occurred. So anyway, if you guys want a reading with me, 800-827-GARY right now. And to note you, there's 3 slots available for tomorrow. And so what do we got? We're going to talk to people. Let's talk to some folks. Did anybody else have any of these crazy, did anybody have any of these crazy experiences in the last few days? Any of you guys have anything?
Well, we got people,
we got
Gary,
people that are talking about angel
yeah,
experiences.
in the chat. I put in the chat, I said, anyone else with an angel story? So people are,
Yeah.
we have people that's like, oh, I had a great story and I had an angel stories and I had,
Mhm.
do you want to talk to some of these?
Yeah. I'd love
Okay.
to. I'd love to. That's exciting.
Cool. Let's start with Terry Mahoney. Terry Mahoney. I think Terry Mahoney is in San Francisco.
Right.
Or-
Yeah, I think so. Hey, Terry. She's my friend.
Terry.
Hey, girl. What are you doing? Of course, you got angels all over the place. Yeah.
Hi, Gary. Hi,
Hey, Mike.
Dean. Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Terry.
Hey.
Hi,
Happy New Year.
everybody. So I was picking up a friend from the airport. His son had a heart attack. He was really young. The guy stayed up almost 2 days with no sleep. I pick him up for the airport, and he wants me to take him to his motorcycle in the mountains. And he can't even keep his eyes open. And I'm kind of bitching at him going, you got no business on a bike. Why don't we just come get it later? And he says, because I got him up there to the mountains, and he tells me, you can leave. He was kind of irritated with me. He goes, you can leave anytime, Terry. And I say to him, no, somebody will need to call the police when you lay this motorcycle down. So can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I hear everything.
He lays the motorcycle down, and I come around this corner, and he's laying there. It's 100 degrees. His helmet's still on. I don't think I should take the helmet off. One time, a police officer told me if somebody's unconscious and it's like if they're drunk, you flick their nose and they'll move, so they're coherent. Well, I flicked his nose and he didn't move, and I start freaking out. And there's cliffs not cliffs, but there's no way to the right of me, no way to the left of me. I can see all the way back and forward.
Wow.
And this lady goes, she's right behind me. And she goes, did you check his pulse? I go, no, I didn't check his pulse. I don't even know how to do that. And I'm freaking out. And so I go to his wrist, I find it, and I turn around to tell her that his pulse is there, and there's nobody. And she tells me, he's going to be okay, Terry. And I never told her my name, and I saw her. She was alive, and oh my God, it gives me chills to this day. And it didn't dawn on me till later that this lady could not have been real. She could not have walked away. There was no car there. She didn't jump off the cliff. It was too short of a time. And so it was the craziest. I still tell that story to this day. And I always wondered, what was that? And
hang on, stop there. Let me tell you what it was. It was your angel self.
Unbelievable.
It was an extension of you. It was
Wow.
it was a spiritual extension of you telling you what was up.
Yeah, she was calm. Not me.
Yeah, right. And so, a lot of times our lower bodies are freaking out. Our consciousness is freaking out, and so we overreact and we overthink. And so, but your angel self is calm. And so that was your angel self. And when I tell you it was your angel self, feel how your hands got warm? I feel your hands really, you got really warm. Yeah. So that was your angel self. That was it.
Goodness.
Yeah. But see, that was, you learned something there. That was something you learned. And
I have a lot of those. It's funny when you were telling this story, the first thing that came to me is I've practiced oneness for a long time.
You really have. You really have.
I know. And I have this thing where God sends me people like they're gonna almost die. And
Yeah, you end up with a rough bunch to work with.
Yeah, I know.
mean, they're not easy. They're not
No.
easy. You got people that have challenges. You got people you got to dig deep for.
Yeah.
But you do.
Yeah.
And you care, and you know why? Because you understand oneness sort of innately. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just maybe you come this way, but that's the reason I love you so much. Is because what will you do for people? Anything,
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And so,
and what happens
and
is
let me say this, honey, and keep your thought. And that's what other people don't understand. Because they go, well, I did my part. I did all I was supposed to do, and that's good enough. I'm going to go now.
Oh no.
I'm good. I'm good. Everything's good. You're good. I'm good. We're good. We're all good. Very, very pansy ass. And so
Yeah.
you're not a pansy ass.
No,
No,
I stay in the trenches.
You
I
do. And so that's what I love about you, because you understand oneness. That's who you are. And so, and how many people's lives have you saved in your life? I know the number. I know the number.
I don't know. I think a lot though.
21.
Crazy.
21. You've saved 21 people's lives.
Yeah.
Who can say that? That's
Nurse.
crazy. A nurse, maybe, but you're not a nurse. But you've saved 21 people's lives. That's something. That's really amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know you have to go quickly. What I was thinking is when you practice oneness, your intuitiveness gets alive. And that's when your angel selves, I think, come close and you're far more aware and able to help way more people.
Yeah, and everything works.
Yeah.
Everything. All your manifestations work. All your little hoity-toity things you pray for and manifest. And me too. All my little hoity-toity things. Whatever it is, right? Whatever we do. And so, but all that works. And I hear the animals in the background. Terry's an animal lover, and she takes care of animals, and so she's a freak like that. And so,
yeah, you gave me my girl back. You showed me how to get my girl back.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
And I got her. Thank you, Gary. Thank
Love
you,
you.
Michelle. Everybody.
Love
Happy
you, girl.
New Year, everyone.
Thank you, Terry.
To you.
Happy New Year, Terry.
Great
Wow.
example.
Wow.
She's a great example of oneness. She really is. You know, the very first time I read her in a private reading, I was in Las Vegas, and she brought a friend with her who was going through some issues. I remember all my readings, believe it or not. I remember everybody I've ever read and what they were going through. And so, and she brought this person to me because this person had some serious issues, some alcohol and some drug problems. And she said, you got to get rid of his demons or he's going to die. And he's still alive. And so, but she went to all that trouble and so to bring him to see me because she knew that I could do that. And so, you know, she's that's who she is. That's who she is. And so a lot of times we can learn our lessons. So you can learn your lessons through Terry, or you can learn your lessons by watching different things we bump into, we talk about here on Tapping In, or you can live your lessons. Much better to learn your lessons than to live your lessons. Then you go, oh yeah, I got it. And so anyway, who we got, guys? Who we got?
Oh, thanks, Gary. Actually, I want to know if we could talk to Laura Lee, because she had also an incident where she was saved from her, with her angels because she got kidnapped or something like that. So I want to find out more.
That's a crazy thing.
Yeah, Laura Lee.
Laura Lee. Okay. Laura, unmute yourself, please.
Hey, girl, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I like you. I can see you. I see who you are. Have I read you? Have I read you before in a private reading?
I've seen you a couple times in Vegas, and then I had I've talked to you on here months back.
Oh, okay. Because I can see you. I love you. I can see who you are. I really can. A lot of times, you know, people have soul connections. And so I have a tremendous soul connection with you. And as you guys see her forehead shining as I say that. And so that's just, feel warm now. Feel warm. Yeah. And
Yes.
see,
That's why you know how
yeah,
much.
see, when people are one, they actually will have a soul connection. That's what soulmates are. And you can have a lot of soulmates. You know what would be wrong with having like hundreds of soulmates? That'd be beautiful, right? And so, yeah. But I have a tremendous soul connection with you, and I see you have you have a tremendous ability to spiritual ability, and you've only barely scratched the surface of what I see and who you are, and so that's what I see.
I
Yeah.
feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was afraid of it for a long time.
Don't be. Here's what I see. Here's what I see. I see this golden ball coming down to you, and so and this golden ball is the one behind my head, and so it's like I call it the heaven orb, and so wherever there's a heaven in the cosmos, this is the golden heaven orb, and so just this is coming down. Allow that to go into your body. There we are. How do you feel? Sinuses opened, right?
Feel tingly.
Yeah. All right. And so you're getting shinier, more warmth going in. And so, but you have an amazing ability, and I think you're a natural healer. That's what I think about you.
My mother was a natural healer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Nice. So anyway, so tell me your story. Tell me your story.
It was a long time ago. I was like a stupid teenager, and I had a neighbor. My grandfather gave me. It was this Cougar car. The brand was a Cougar, and it was my mom painted it bright yellow. And I couldn't drive it. I didn't have a driver's license. I was sitting in the car listening to the radio, and a neighbor across the street jumped in the car and basically started it and took off with me with the car. And
Wow.
couldn't even really drive. And he took me out into the middle of nowhere. It was in California. And it was dark, and he pulled over. It was by Saugus area, in that area. And he was showing me like different death holds that he was going to do. And I could see myself laying in the field dead next to the car. And I knew I was going to die. And so I was like, just like you said, my brain was freaking out, and I was trying to figure out what to do. And I had all these tactics of what to do in my
Who
head.
wouldn't? Who wouldn't with that? That's crazy.
And then I was like praying. I'm like, oh my gosh. And all of a sudden, this bright light shined into the car. And there was a police officer, and he said something. He said he never goes down this road. And he's like, an angel told me to turn down this road. And he turned down the road, and they arrested him and basically saved my life. So
that was your angel self. That was your angel self. See, guys, see how this works? You guys getting it? That was your angel self. Your angel self was reaching out and going, I need help. And this guy would not have killed you one time. This guy would have killed you twice, whatever that means.
He tried to afterwards.
Oh.
I was at home, and I was by myself. My mom was at work, and I was in the house by myself. And he was trying to break into the garage, and then my neighbor had told my mom later. I don't know why she didn't say anything to him, but he was trying to break into the garage, and I was in the house taking a shower. And then the neighbor said that he was trying to break into the house again to kill me. So I don't know if that's it or not, but
that's it. Yeah. So, because I heard he wanted to kill, he would have killed you twice. But see, your angel called it the second time with the neighbor. Catch it? Get it?
Yeah.
See? And so guys, we have our angel selves. Our angel selves do these miraculous things for us. And so you got a really cool angel. And so you want to say, thank you, angel.
Thank you, angel. I always thought it might be my
God. And thank you, God.
Angels. I always thought it might be my grandfather, the one that gave me the car after he passed. And I didn't know.
No, I see him. He's in heaven having fun. He's playing pool. He's like having fun. He's silly. What is that?
I have both my grandparents are in heaven, and my sister. So my sister gave me a gift this week. So I had a dream of her giving me Valentine's gifts. And it's the first dream I had. She just died a few years ago. And she was 54. And she's my age now. And she gave me gifts, and she was telling me that, because my kids, I'm always like trying to buy them things. And she's like, just go back to home. She made me like this homemade slipper. It was like a slipper for Valentine's. And she gave nail polish, different things. She was just telling me I just need to be simple and make things with my kids instead of buying them gifts, you know. But it was just really, it was comforting. It was the first time that I felt her since she's passed, really. So really nice.
She's laughing, and she's stuck. She's sort of playing princess. She put a tiara on your head.
Aw.
She's like, yeah, that'd be her. She's like fun, and so yeah, and so she loves you. But those are great angel stories, and they are very real, as you could tell, guys, because I had no way of knowing that she had 2 times the guy would have killed you if it were not for your angel self, your angel self. And so I want you guys to ask God again, dear God, angels, please give me my angel selves. Please give me my angel selves. Pull them down, pull them into you, pull them around you. I really see literally thousands of angels moving into you guys. And so what does this mean? It means that you get to play angel here on earth. And so that's what your higher self will go rescue someone. That's what oneness is. Unless you're just mad and angry and crazy. And if you're mad and angry, that means you are crazy. So don't be mad. Don't be angry. Don't be mad at people. Don't try to go, this is right. This is wrong. This is good. This is bad. You know, that's not up to you to sort out. Really, it didn't. And so stop that. You see, just be one with people. And what will you do in oneness? Anything that sorts it out. I love you. You're great. You're great. Big kiss to you.
Yeah, oneness.
What's that?
It's hard to understand oneness.
Well, it's very hard to understand oneness, but I'm taking you to it. And basically, in noneness, people have one side and the other side. And my friend Richard and Alice, who you see sometimes, they pop up on the show from Ojai, and they're my family. And Richard gave me this beautiful thing that he learned from his guru. He spent some time a long time in an ashram, actually, in India. And his guru, I think, told him this, if I'm correct. And that is, the definition of oneness is not this or that, but it's both and. So that's what oneness is. So when you're opposing someone, instead of worrying about, which side am I on? Am I on the right? Am I on the left? No, it's both and then you'll find a common ground that you can be one on. And so it kind of works out like that. So, but oneness is you can think about it and write about. I mean, I couldn't figure it out either. When I was trying to write a chapter on oneness, I realized I was I was the one moron, right? I was totally, I was really, remember Dean, I was wrestling with that. I was like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. I should know more. I'm a spiritually gifted, person, but my God, this makes no sense. But it also came to me that what will you do when you're one? For someone, anything sorts it out. Then you don't have anything to fight about. So anyway, lots of love. Love you. Take care. Keep your angels. Share them. Okay.
I'll do.
Hey,
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you for your story. I love that.
That was amazing.
That was great. That was really good. Michelle, you love that, right?
Yes, I love it. I love when I hear people getting saved or, miraculous stories that are all inspiring.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah. And that's what it's like. It's actually beautiful. And so who we got? Who we talking to? Anybody else?
Okay,
there's
Rachel.
another one that I got inspired by that I want to hear about. Nicole Hallberg. She said she was also kidnapped, but Jesus appeared. So I want to hear more about that one, please.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
She had the big guns.
Thank you.
It just shows up.
Okay, Nicole, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
Hey, how are you? So what happened? So Jesus showed up. What happened?
Yeah, well, see, I was about 5 years old and I was living in these apartments in St. Paul, and my aunt had passed out. She had too much to drink. She was on the couch. She was supposed to be babysitting me. And I was bored and I wanted to go outside and play. And so I stood in the doorway and I opened it up. And I seen this man across the street, and he saw me, our eyes locked, and he started to run towards me. And I got scared, and the door was really big and heavy for me being a little girl. And he got almost to the door and almost kidnapped me, but the door shut just in time, and I ran upstairs, and that's when I saw Jesus in my dining room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You really did. I can see it. I'm going back, and I can tap into anything, right? And that's the reason we call the show Tapping In, because I'm just tapping into what I see. And I go back and I actually see Christ there. And so, and that, did you have a grandmother or mother who was your grandmother? You were there, right? Yeah. She prayed real hard. She was like a prayer.
She was.
Right?
I miss her so much.
Yeah, she says, "Tell that girl I love her," and she stuck her tongue out at you. She would do that.
She does that too.
She does that.
Man.
She stuck her tongue out.
Yep, she did that.
Yeah, right. She just did that, and so
Like that.
yeah, just like that. And so because she just wants you to know that's her, and she loves you very much. And she says, "You're the spitting image of her. Thank God." And she appreciates you because she says you take care. You're like me. When I was alive, she said I took care of all the little idiots like you. And so she uses my word idiot. She actually used that.
Yeah.
And so, but she tells me to tell you she appreciates you more than you'll ever know. And she says, when you think of her, she feels it, she knows it, and she thinks of you. And she sends you a lot of gifts. She says, tell her good luck come from me. And you have kind of dumb luck. You'll go along and things will be a mess, and then they miraculously get better.
Yeah.
Right? And so that dumb luck comes from your grandmother.
Okay.
And so she appreciates you. And so the reason that Christ was right there is because your grandmother had created a relationship with Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to create relationships with heavenly hierarchy. There's a lot of heavenly hierarchy. You can just create a relationship. God is easy to be buddies with. Christ is easy to be buddies with. You know, you can, the first being I could see, you know, from the other side was that I was real conscious of after I was a grown up was Christ. And so because I knew Christ could heal people, and I was trying to heal one of my friends that was sick. And so, and I said, you know, I said, Christ, teach me how to do this. And he says, well, it takes a minute, you know? And so, but I could see him. And so, and I thought that was pretty cool. And so, but your grandma created that relationship, you see? And so all you guys, you got to create relationships with your angels, your big angel selves. Create a relationship with your angels in the spiritual dimensions. Create a relationship with God. Create a relationship with, if you're a Christian, Christ. A lot of times I'll see Christ show up with my Jewish friends, right? And so it don't, you know, nobody, you know, they're not prejudiced against you. So why would you be prejudiced against them? I've got tremendous gifts from the Hindu demigod Ganesh, and the little elephant guy who has all the arms, right? And so I'm not Hindu. Hey, hello. You know, I'm not Hindu, but yet I get all these gifts from, right. I get tremendous gifts from Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, all the Hindu gods. You know, Bog, going back, you know, the sun god. And so I get all these different gifts from all these heavenly hierarchy. You know, get to know people, get to know spiritually, evolve, get to know the spirits that are worried about us evolving as a heaven. Why not? Have a relationship with them. You can do it. You can do it. All you got to do is want to. And so as I look at you, you have an interesting thing going on with you now. I see this sunshine inside of you, and I see it glowing really big. You're getting warm in your chest and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice, right?
Yeah, it is nice. It feels good.
Yeah, I heard go heal some people. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Will.
All right. Good luck. Good luck, honey. Thank you. Thanks for the story.
Yeah,
Great
no
story.
problem.
Great story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great
That was
story.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing. Wow.
That was fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. I
We
love
have
it.
we have a lot of stories.
yeah.
Well, good. Go ahead. Who we got? Who we got? Let's talk about
Okay.
this.
Let's go to the next one. How about Katrina Ortloff? She had a story also about her almost drowning.
All right. Katrina, unmute yourself. There you go.
Hi.
Hi,
Hey.
Katrina.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you, Gary?
I'm good. I'm really good. Good to see you. Good to see
Yeah, nice
you.
to see you.
Yeah.
So my dad had lived in an apartment, and I think I was in elementary school, and there was a swimming pool at his apartment complex outside. And this is a weird story because my parents made me take swimming lessons when I was little, but I was swimming by myself, and
Good idea.
I got confused as to like what direction I was swimming, you know, or I
Right.
think it was just like I just didn't have enough air when I was like at the bottom of the pool, and I was trying to like float up, or I just couldn't get to the surface, or I was just confused. And I remember thinking like, oh, like drowning isn't so bad, because I got really calm, but it felt like somebody was pulling me to the surface. Like I was trying to swim, but I don't know if I was swimming like the right direction, but it was as if someone like reached down and like was grabbing me to the surface. You know what I
Well,
mean?
you know, here you were in the really bad spot. Okay. And
Okay.
so that was God.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I see God reaching down and pulling you to the surface.
It was really
Yeah.
weird because
Notice how warm you feel right now.
Yeah, I'm very, very hot, like a hot
Okay.
flash.
Okay. Okay. That hot flash, that's God's energy. And so anytime you need more light, you think about that moment and say, thank you,
Mhm.
God, and you'll feel
Oh,
full
thank
of
you,
light.
God.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
but that was not your angel. That was God
Oh,
saving you.
cool.
And so, you know, when I listen to people and they bitch about, why God did you not do this for me? I needed this thing. You know, when I listen to that with people, and when I listen to people bitch about, oh, I mean, you know, why don't my angel do this for me? You know, I want to choke them. I just want to seriously choke them. And I think, no, that's not very one. That's not very one. And so,
Mhm.
but the deal is, because our angels and God do so much for us all the time,
Mhm.
right? And everybody's basically just ignorant to what they go through for us. And so the amount of appreciation that we should really have for our angels and for God is insurmountable. I mean, you've got to
Mhm.
really, really, really have all this appreciation. And as you have all this appreciation in that oneness energy, you will have amazing blessings in your life.
Oh,
Why not?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. I almost sound like a religious guy today, don't I? I'm kind of off on a hail, girl. Anyway, but it's like, I'm not really, like that, but I'm like, I'm very spiritual because I can really see heaven. I can see your angels. I can see God. So God did not want you to die because he had a bunch of things that you had to do while you're here. I want you to ask for your big angel selves right now. Say, God, give me my big angel selves, please.
God, give me my big angel selves, please.
You got to mean it a little more. Mean it more.
God, give me my big angel selves, please.
Okay, now it just moved into your body. Your face got warm. Your feet got tingly. You can breathe through your nose. You got really light. And you got a set of big white angel wings.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. And so it's like kind of crazy. Feel how you feel elevated, like you're floating up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so funny.
Really funny. Right?
Yeah.
And so you're floating up and you're actually going up to not the rapture heaven, but the ultimate heaven. And you're going there and you're standing. I see you standing on top of this ancient pyramid. Looks a little bit like the Chichen Itza pyramid with the steps. And I see you standing on that pyramid and you're looking across at the volcano with the crystal on top. And I see this crystal go to you. And I see the old man in the cave sitting there with you. And he's giving you like a little crystal to eat. And if all you guys eat this crystal too, if you eat this, it's crazy. These little crystals. And so there's like a little basket. It almost looks like popcorn. And if you eat it, reach and grab it and eat it. Reach and grab it and eat it. Reach and grab it. Use your hand. Reach and grab. Eat it. Okay. There you go. There you go. Okay. Now, how do you feel now?
I feel great.
Your head got quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your head's never quiet.
And it's never, and it got quiet in the house that I'm at too.
Good.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So your head got quiet. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a tremendous spiritual gift. That's a spiritual gift of the ultimate heaven, the old man in the cave. I learned, oh my God, probably half of what I know spiritually from the old man in the cave. And so, and when, Dean and I were like totally confused when we could first see heaven and God and stuff. And right. And the old man in the cave, remember Dean, how he sorted stuff out, Yeah. He would, because we could hear him really loud and he would just tell us stuff, but he's the wise man of heaven. And so he just gave you a spiritual gift. So you would say, thank you, old man in the cave.
Thank you, old man in the cave.
And I would highly recommend having a relationship and creating a nice bond and a relationship with the old man in the cave. Okay.
Okay.
And so,
Yeah.
and he
Thank
knows,
you, Gary.
yeah, and he'll call you out when you're full of it and when you're not, you know what I mean? Like if you got to be really in, like, in other words, like one is one, in is in, nothing less than that. And so, and then he'll start to tell you things and teach you things. And so there you go. Good luck. Okay.
Thank you.
Your feet are hot.
They are. I'm wearing really nice socks too. So I hope that helps. But I got really nice socks for Christmas.
Good.
Oh.
Michelle is jealous. Michelle is
No,
jealous.
no, I was actually just looking at her hair. I was like, you look good. I noticed you did a new hairstyle. So
I did. I got my hair done
See?
by somebody last week. That might be another angel experience. I was looking to get my hair done, and I felt more comfortable going with this person instead of a new salon.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked out that way. It was cool.
It worked. Good luck, honey.
Yeah.
you look
Thank
beautiful. Thank you, Katrina.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
My feet are still warm from
Okay.
that. That's
I
nice.
love that. Oh, so much.
Yeah, that's good. So who we got? So
Ooh, we
so
got
anyway-
another one.
Okay.
How about Jesse Passmore?
Oh,
Jesse
good.
was
My friend.
Yay.
Jesse's my friend.
Hi, Jesse. Happy New Year.
Are you there, Jesse?
Hey, buddy. Oh, hey, how are you? Thank you for the text today. Thank you for the text. That was very kind of you. You know.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Happy New Year's.
Yeah. So you always come up with great stuff. What you got? You always have really cool stuff.
The story I put in was a long time ago. I would have been a late teenager, early 20s. I was visiting a friend in London, and we were walking through town around 2 a.m. And behind this large shed were these two guys, adult males, dressed wholly in black, including balaclavas. So my friend and I figured these are probably two drunk idiots, because who dresses in black? So we started yelling at them saying, "Look at those robbers. Oh my God, they're so scary." Well, we kept walking away. They jumped the fence and started following us. And we had this harebrained idea of, oh, you know what? These guys want a piece. Okay, we're going to go meet them in the park. So we ducked into the park. As soon as we got into the darkness of the park, this cruiser came screaming in, lights on. So I ran over to it on instinct and said, "Are you looking for these two guys in black?" I described them. They had just tried to knock off a bank. Like, they were armed and very dangerous. So I always felt like, had that cop waited like half a minute more, I would have been on the news for being an idiot who attacked two armed criminals. So I honestly felt that it was divine led in some way. Some higher being sent that cop.
Oh God, you're such a complicated soul, Jesse. And so I'm looking to see what this is. And so, Dean, what do you see? What do you see here? I see God above it, coordinating a bunch of stuff to catch these bad guys so they wouldn't end up killing 10 other people. There.
Wow.
I came up with it.
Wow.
And so, because it was it was a complicated matrix. So sometimes, even though you were an idiot with these guys, it's important to be an idiot. And so you were messing with them. You were like playing games. That game playing actually got 10 people not to die.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was actually hard. I was going to ask Dean to work on it for a minute while I looking and trying to figure it out, because I saw this really complicated matrix. And I think that, Jesse, in your life, that's who you are. You end up doing these crazy kind of like complicated matrix things but you're a key piece to solving the crime, so to speak. And so realize that your angels will use you in that way. And so sometimes that's the reason people won't always understand what the hell you're doing. They're like, what the hell's he doing? Right. And so, but that's kind of, I think that explains who you are. And so, and you're my friend. I know you, I appreciate you. And so, but that makes sense in my head, that makes a lot of sense, and so, but I couldn't have explained it better because I didn't explain it. I actually read it, but I think that you saved 10 people from dying. Wow. Because these guys were really bad. They're really bad guys. And so, Earth is a fringe neighborhood, guys. It has angels, it has demons. And so it's in heaven's trying to sort it out to where it doesn't have demons. And so in the process, we're all important. and we're all God's children. And so it's important to know that. But I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Gary.
You
Love
know, yeah, love you back.
Wow.
That
Thank
was
you,
great.
Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse.
I don't know if you guys
Awesome.
seen and I don't know if I explained it well. I don't know if I explained well what I had in my head, but I saw this tremendous matrix of all these things happening and all these people dying. And Jesse and his buddy, while they were taunting and messing with these robbers, right? Because of them, these guys got caught, and I actually saw 10 other people losing their life, and all kinds of bad things occurring if Jesse and his friend would not have been where they were, when they were, how they were, and did what they did. What a crazy thing, right? That's really crazy. And so, but the light works in mysterious ways. And so there we go. Who we got,
Wow.
guys? Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse.
Let's go to Alicia Armstrong, because she was also saying that I want her to share her story. Hi, Alicia. Happy New Year. It's
There we go. Hey, girl. Can you
Hey,
hear us?
Alicia Armstrong.
Yep.
Are you there, Alicia?
Can you unmute?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah. What's your question, honey? Or what's going on? Tell us your story.
Well, I found I'd heard about it for years, and then I had a patient in the office I used to work in.
Right.
And there's this one strip on a freeway that's out in East County. And when people have major accidents there, they tend to go over the edge of the cliff. Well, there's a woman there who comes up and just shows up and helps these people climb the cliff.
Oh.
And I don't know why she's there or how long she's there, but I've heard about it in the newspaper over the years. And then I had a patient who came in and had gone end over end down the cliff and knew she was going to die because she was so badly injured. And all of a sudden there was this person there opening the door and physically helping her get up the hill. And then the ambulance showed up. And she was so injured that she had black bruises on her body from the seat belts for a year.
Right. Well, that was really an angel. That was really,
yeah. I figured that,
yeah. And
but
so
it still happens, and I'll hear about it now and again in the newspaper when somebody else has had an accident there. Somebody told me she was there looking for a child that she had lost in the area. I don't know if that's true or not.
let me ask her. She lost her son that died there.
Okay.
So she lost her son that died because it was a really weird curve or something that people wrecked on. And so she lost her son there while she was alive. And then after she passed, she asked God, could she come back as an angel and help people with that curve?
Very cool.
Crazy. Wow. That's a crazy story. That's a crazy story.
While I have your attention, can you really clear me? I'm having really bad negative issues.
Yeah, I can help you out. And so I want you to ask for your big God self to go into your body.
God, may I have my big God self to go into my body, please?
Okay, there it goes. And there it goes. Okay. And can I please have about half of heaven's army to beat all the negative energies away from me?
And may I please have about half of all of the army of you have to clear me and keep me safe?
There it goes. How do you feel now?
Oh, hot.
Really hot, right? Yeah. You have crazy people around you. Do you know that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
it's like I have an invisible sign on my forehead that says, if you're crazy, come over here.
Right. And so you have all these crazy people around you, and they're like, all in all, you're such a spiritually gifted and such a sweetheart that you kind of are their angel, but they're trying to kill you now. And so, and I just, that's the reason I asked for half of heaven's army to clear you. It took them a second. They did it, and you feel better. Look how you feel now.
hot, sweaty.
Okay, honey, you're going to be
Just me.
fine. You just say thank you, God, and thank you for Heaven's Army.
Thank you, God, and thank you for Heaven's Army.
And say, can you please give me my big angel selves?
Can you please give me my big angel self, God?
Now you feel safe, warm and fuzzy and calm. Feel it?
Yes.
Isn't that
Thank
nice?
you. I
Yeah.
needed that.
I love you, honey. Okay.
I don't know where my life's going right now, and it drives me crazy.
You're going to be fine. Ask for the best case scenario. Crazy things like winning the lottery, seeing what happens. Okay. If you win the lottery, you got to take every one of us to dinner. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
You're in North Carolina. I've got family there.
Well, good. Come see me. I love you. Take care of yourself. Yeah.
Thank
if
you,
you come in,
Alicia.
yeah, and if you come in, and see me, I'll actually cook dinner for you. So, like, here's what I'm doing. I'm cooking a lot. I'm going to teach you guys how to cook. And you guys that are like cooking morons, right? I'm going to teach you. And so here we go. Here's tomorrow. I'm doing a smoked. Where are we? I can't get it to come up.
There you go. You put it right in front of you. There,
All
there you go.
All right. Smoked. It's like smoked chicken. It's called
Ooh.
Southern hens.
Ooh.
There we go. Southern hens, right? And so I'm smoking a chicken and a duck, right? And so I'm learning how to smoke things. And so, and as I get better at this, I'm going to teach you guys like actually I know how to do it, but I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. And so I'm going to start doing some cooking stuff because I think it's fun. You know, you're hung at home, right? You're captured, you know, you're totally held captive. So why not learn how to cook something? You got to eat, right? And so why not learn how to cook something yummy? So I'm going to teach you guys. I'm going to start showing you some little cooking tips that'll help you out. All right. And so anyway, who we got? What we got going, guys?
Oh, awesome.
Right.
Thank you, Gary. Okay,
You're
let's
welcome.
go to Linda Caravia.
Okay.
Linda Caravia.
You're good
She
with
also has
names.
her
How do you say that? I would have messed that name up. I know I would have. Right?
I think because I called her name before, so I think that's how you say it. I hope I said it right.
There's
Hi,
no-
Linda. Happy New Year.
There's no doubt I would have messed it up. But anyway. Are you there, Linda?
Hi, can you hear me?
How are you? You look like Laura
Hi.
Dern. Has anybody ever
She
told
does.
you?
I
was
hear
thinking
that
the
all
same thing.
Yeah. You know, I actually,
Beautiful.
yeah, I'm like buddies with Laura Dern and her mother. Dean and I had dinner. Her mom cooked us dinner. Oh God, what's her name? Don't let me forget her name. Diane Ladd, right, in Ojai, when we lived in Ojai. And so, but yeah, Laura, I remember I was sitting at a table with Laura Dern, my friend Janet Scialis, who is a famous astrologer in Florida. And Laura was asking her, should I take this part in this movie? I don't know. They just want to give me a percentage of it. And this was when she was a very, very young actress. And so maybe one of her first films. And so we all kind of talked about it for a minute, but Janet told her, yeah, I think so. And I said, yeah, my vote. Yeah. And so anyway, so she did this little film called Jurassic Park. Right?
Yep, I've heard this a lot from people.
Oh, have you? Yeah. Yeah, but you remind me of Laura because I know Laura. And so anyway, and her mom, Diane Ladd, who can cook really well, Dean, remember? It was amazing. And so,
Yep.
But anyway, so what's your question? What's your question?
Well, I just
Or what's your story? Or what's your story?
Well, I wrote in the chat, my mother was schizophrenic.
Mm-hmm.
And so
So is Dean. It's okay. Go ahead.
She saw a lot of things, including lights out of people's eyes in church. And she told me one time that my father was murdered. And so right before he was murdered, my mom told me that Angel Michael came to take my dad out for a beer. And he had a silver van. All this, I never knew what to believe as a kid.
Too much acid in the 60s and 70s.
I mean,
right?
She had scarlet fever.
Oh, okay.
And I think that did it, like pushed her over the edge as far as schizophrenia. But yeah, she would see a lot of things. And anyway, that was my story. And then growing up with her was really, really hard. And so I feel like I heard, maybe you can tell me this. I feel like I survived because I could hear what to do. Like, go here, hide here, go over there, like things like that all the time. I don't hear it as much anymore now that I'm an adult. But as a kid, I could hear, I don't know if it was my angel or if it was God or higher self, but I could always.
No, here's what it was. Here's who it was. I have no idea your religion, but this was Mother Mary.
Oh, that makes sense to me.
How come? How come?
Well, only recently I've connected with Mother Mary again because I didn't really feel like growing up with my mother that my mother mothered me.
Right.
And I feel like Mother Mary is the ultimate mother.
She is.
She's healing me because I have such a big mother wound. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense to you. Yeah. So see, guys, if you guys are catching this, right? So your angels make sense. I mean, it really does. And so if you notice from person to person to person to person, as we're talking to everybody tonight, right? Mother Mary makes sense for you.
Yes, I just have like this huge mother wound and I always like wanted to be nurtured and mothered. And I have just really been diving deep into understanding Mother Mary, and my heart is healing. And looking back, I only survived. Like, there were so many dangerous situations I was in.
She was telling you and looking after you, just and taking care of you because your mother was totally insane. And
yes, she was.
So yes. it was like, I don't know, can you see this? What have I got?
No,
but you gotta put it right in front of you, Gary.
Come closer. Oh yeah. Pretty. She just. I've got goosebumps all over.
Yeah, it's hard to pick it up. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, down.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get back. Okay.
There you go.
Right there.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah, I have all these spiritual, old spiritual paintings and pictures, and so. But that energy, that's the vision I saw.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up really super Christian, but I am not any like faith and like I don't follow religion anymore. But I'm super open to all the different deities, heavenly hierarchy, as you.
Well, all you got to do. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to say, Mother Mary.
Mother Mary.
Thank you for saving my life when I was a child.
That's making me emotional. Okay. Thank you for saving my life when I was a child.
Mother Mary.
Mother Mary.
Look how light you feel now. Look how good you feel.
Well, that made me super emotional because, it's been so long. I'm older now.
Well, honey, that healed you. Anytime you get super emotional, you get healed. So that's what happened. And so I see Mother Mary healing you. And so that means that, and she gives me this message for you, okay?
Okay.
She tells me to tell you to help heal the children for her.
That's so sweet. I just started helping teach my daughter's 4th grade class because they're doing it online. And all the kids are having such a hard time doing online school. And I teach kids yoga. And so I just started like connecting again with doing like things for kids. So yeah, thank you.
She says, I have your back. And she says, I always did. Yes, I heard her and I would not be alive if it wasn't for her. Crazy feeling, right?
Yeah.
There we go. So sometimes just a little moment of truth really sorts out your whole life. And so now you're helping kids. That's what you're supposed to do. Embrace it and do it well. And you've got all the gifts of Mother Mary, who's the ultimate maternal energy in this part of the universe. And maybe beyond. So this energy is going to matter. And so this is when you have the gift of Mother Mary. See, a lot of times, earlier on, remember, Dean, when I'd run out of patience and I go, I ain't got patience for this, right?
Yep.
And so when I had a hard time with having patience for things or people, I would go and I would get this gift from Mother Mary. And I would go, Mother Mary, please give me the gift of patience. And so if you guys need the gift of patience, you got the total gift of Mother Mary with you. Share your gift. Put your hands out like this and share your gift with everybody watching and everybody that ever will watch this video, and say, this gift is yours, guys. This gift is yours.
Gift is yours. This gift is yours.
Yeah. And so now you guys will have the gift of patience and maternal energy from Mother Mary. And if you notice, you'll feel a certain type of healing that is beautiful. It's a beautiful vibration. And so thank you, Mother Mary. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels.
Thank you,
and thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, lots of love to you.
Thank you so much, Linda. I mean,
Yeah. Yes,
Thank
Linda.
you.
I mean, Laura Dern. Thank you, Laura.
I almost
That's
said
what she was about to call you, Laura Dern.
Take care.
Wow, that was awesome.
Wasn't it?
Oh,
So many
that got
amazing
me a little
stories.
teary-eyed too.
Yeah, me too. I got healed. I got really healed from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I get patience. A lot of times, when you need patience, and every now and then, we just have a day, right? And so you ask for patience, and I found that you can get amazing patience, understanding, like that of a mother that never gives up on their child, right?
Yeah.
And so you can get that from Mother Mary energy. And so, and so I always have all these, religious paintings when I'm doing private readings, which, by the way, tomorrow I have 3 available if they hadn't booked them yet. And so I have 2 available. I have 2 available for tomorrow. If you guys want a reading with me tomorrow, call right now. And Tenoch is answering the phone, 800-827-GARY, 1-800-827-GARY, or go on to GarySpivey.com. He'll call you back anyway. And so, but I appreciate you guys so much. Wow, that made me high. I got high from the Mother Mary energy. That was neat.
Yeah.
That was neat.
That was
What did you
awesome.
feel, Dean? You felt something kind of special from that. I know you grew up Catholic. You grew up in Catholic school, and you were the meanest kid in school, you and your twin brother, Darren.
I got thrown out of Catholic school in the 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, at the end of 7th grade, they called me and my brother and my parents into the principal's office and said, we know this Catholic, school went to 8th grade before you went over to high school. He says, but you are no longer welcome to come back to this school any longer. And my mom and dad looked at me, and my dad says, I'm going to beat your ass when we get home. And the principal had the biggest smile on her face and says, you're no longer welcome. Please leave.
Oh.
And it was all nuns.
I was asking
and
for a
priests.
Mother Mary story, not
That's
a
my mother. That's my Catholic. That's how you said I was raised Catholic. So I'm just telling you that I was not the best Catholic,
all right.
but I was always very spiritual my whole life. And I've always felt close to Mother Mary. When she was talking, I just felt like a I don't know, warm blanket.
Like a hug, right?
Yeah, like a hug. Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
felt
what
like
I
a
felt.
hug. It was nice. It was nice. It made me high. It made me really
Yes.
high. It made me feel good. And so, who we got? Who you guys? I love your stories, by the way. And so these angel stories, and so they're going to matter to you. I'm telling you, it's going to really, really matter. You want to ask for, and if you hadn't asked for this, you want to keep on asking. You want to say, "Bring me my big angel selves, please." God, please bring me my big angel higher selves. God, please bring me my big angel higher selves. And you'll just allow them to come down. And so, because I never seen such a pageantry of angels today when I was like doing my meditations. It was amazing. And Michelle, with your story of what you saw that kind of had the same thing I saw. You saw this stuff and it played out in real time, where you saw it and tried to clear it.
Mm-hmm.
And you did clear it. Because you saw your brother-in-law crashing. He crashed and was fine.
Yeah.
So,
it's amazing. He's not even at the hospital. I was like, what are you doing here? I was like,
wow.
Shouldn't you be at the hospital? But he's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing
It's really,
wrong.
really crazy. Anyway, so guys, who we got?
We have Sherry Santos that also has something with Mother Mary that
Sherry?
she wanted to share.
S-H-E?
S-H-A-R-I.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Sherry Santos. I love all
There we
these
go.
stories.
Oh.
There's so many I want to get to, but
Sherry, unmute yourself, please.
Hi, Sherry.
Well, I don't know. Are you still there, Sherry?
Sherry
Unmute yourself.
Santos. You found her?
Mhm.
Sherry Santos.
There we go.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi.
We can hear you.
Hi. Hi, Gary.
Hey, what's your question? Or tell me your story. Either one. What's going on?
Well, I talked to you probably a couple of months. First, I want to tell you I love you so much, and I
Love you back.
grateful for your presence in my life and helping me get rid of dark energies all the time. I'm in your club, and I just really appreciate you so very much.
Oh, and everybody, you guys should be in my club if you're not, because my online club, I actually clear your energy every Wednesday. And have you found that helpful, Sherry? Have you found that helpful?
Very helpful. Very helpful. Both my daughter and myself. Very helpful.
Oh, yeah, because there's so many spiritual gifts that come on Wednesdays when I do an energy clearing on everybody. If you're in my online club, I clear your energy every Wednesday, and I get all the spiritual gifts that I got that week that are really, really, really important, that I feel. And so anyway, so tell me what's up, what's happening?
So my son, Brian Gabriel died when he was 10, and I talked to you probably a couple months after. I was a mess, and you helped me a lot. You told me about him being in heaven and what have you. But when he died, I live in upstate New York, and it was October. And as he said, Mom, everybody, I love you, but I'm dying. And there were ladybugs in October on my ceiling, and I feel like it was the presence of the Blessed Mother that had come to get my son. And he had said, there's ladybugs. I mean, he literally said something about ladybugs in the process. And so I felt this presence, but I looked it up afterwards and saw that ladybugs are a sign of the Blessed Mother, and that they used to pray to her to get rid of pestilence, so that ladybugs would come and save their crops. And
Wow.
yeah.
Okay, that's wild. When I look at your son, how did he die? What was wrong with him?
He had bone cancer.
Okay. How old was he?
10.
Mm-hmm.
He was diagnosed when he was 8. So
he crawls up in God's lap right now. And God's giving him a crown, and he crawls down out of God's lap right now, and he takes the crown and he puts it on your head. And so notice how hot your feet got and your hands right then.
Yes.
How does that feel?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's always around me. I feel his presence all the time. So, and my angels and God.
Oh, that's beautiful. He's real close in with you. I can see him, and so.
Was it Blessed Mother that came to get him? Because I really do feel like she was a part to play in that.
Yeah, she shows. It's really kind of crazy. I'm seeing a different configuration. It took me a minute to figure it out. I see her around the whole planet Earth, and it would be like a Mother Mary, Mother Mary, Mother Mary, Mother Mary, all the way around. And I see her putting the Sacred Heart of Christ in your heart. Okay, and she just gave you that gift, and so that's a crazy feeling. Feel how your heart feels.
Yes.
She said, let your heart heal. And she says that I have your son.
Oh, I love her so much. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Blessed Mother. And God.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got this big giant angel. I see you got this big giant angel around you. And this big giant angel is your big angel self. And I see it slipping down into your body. And there you go. How does that feel? What does that feel like? There we go. It just moved into you.
Like just what I need.
No, okay. Well, just what you need is just what you got. And so there we go. Yeah, no, thank you. You're beautiful. You're really beautiful. Your little boy looks like you.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time with my screen, and I couldn't see you all the way through the beginning of me talking. And so I just now got your face. And so your little boy looks like you. And so makes sense, right?
Yes, it does.
He has your same lips, eyes, everything. Yeah. Right. And so, Yeah, he does. And so, but I was looking at your little boy's face, and I just now got your face up on my screen, and so I could see you. And so that's just my little awareness over here, guys. But anyway, he's with you, and he says he gets to play angel too, and so he's very happy. Tell him thank you for your crown you got.
Thank you so much for my crown, my beautiful boy. I love you so much.
Yeah, he's just blowing you kisses, and he said, he says we'll always be each other's angel through eternity.
Through eternity.
Yeah. So you have an eternity, infinite connection
Yes.
with this boy,
Yes.
and so and heaven, and so I see you helping out a lot of people. You help out people. That's who you are.
I want to.
Yeah.
Try.
You do. And so,
Thank you.
yeah. Hey, good luck with it. I
Thank
love
you
you.
so
You
much,
take
Sherry.
care of yourself. Where are you? What city are you in?
I'm in Rochester, New York.
Oh, okay. All right. And
That's
so,
Sherry's.
yeah, nice to
Yes.
see you.
And I can't wait to be able to be in your presence face to face and hopefully have dinner with you or come to one of your retreats.
Good.
because
Let's do it.
You light my life up. You light
Good.
my life.
I will cook you a Southern chicken.
Sounds
Right
wonderful.
there. That's it.
Sounds wonderful.
That's perfect.
And I will be your devoted friend for the rest of my life.
Oh, beautiful.
Because
Well,
I
hey,
really hope you know how much I love you.
hey, I love you back. I love you back, and I appreciate you. And I
Appreciate
see your little boy. It makes me so happy when I saw his face, and I couldn't see yours. And then when I saw yours, I realized you look just like him, or he looks just like you.
Thank
You know.
you.
And so
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you,
Hey.
Michelle and Dean. Thank you, all of you. I just so love this soul family that we have, and I look so forward to these Saturday nights,
Hey,
our Sundays, and our Wednesdays. So thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you for
So
being
much,
here.
Sherry. Oh,
Thank
that's so
you.
sweet.
Thank
Love.
Hey, that's good.
Oh, thanks for
I
sharing.
got
it
on
too.
warm. Yeah, I got on warm and fuzzy. You know, for me, guys, it was really freaky because my screen was going a bit crazy and I didn't have her up, and so I couldn't see her in the beginning of the call. And then when she popped up, I was like, oh my God, she looks. Her little boy looked just like her, had the same face. You know, it was crazy. It was crazy. So who we got? What we got going on?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Let's go to Anna Maria Stimson. This one, she has another story that was interesting too. I want her to share.
Anna Marie
Anna
Stimson.
Marie Stimson.
All right.
Yes. Hi, Anna Marie.
Oh, we can't hear you. Oh, where's she at? Oh, hold on a
Oh,
second.
you.
Oh, there we go.
Unmute yourself. There you
Oh,
go.
there we go. Oh, perfect. Yay. Hey guys, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, these are my friends. These are my real friends. Not that all you guys aren't my real friends, but these are my real friends that stay at my house and hang out and stuff and put up with me. I'm ridiculous.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So, I had written in there the other night. I went out to my backyard and I was standing in the cold, and I felt that a lady named Darlicia. Now, in life, I just recently learned that she had died from a brain aneurysm or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm standing out back in the yard, and she comes over to me and she asks me to forgive her. Now, in life, I helped her out. She was in a bad spot. And come to find out, over this 18-month, 2-year period, she totally lied to me and snowed me and
took your money,
took my money and took my goodwill, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The other night, she came to me while I was in the backyard, 30-second, 1-minute conversation. And so I told her, I said, you know, you're already forgiven. I love you. She said, I love you too. And at the end, I said, see if you can get God to send me an angel or two. And she goes,
great idea.
She goes, I hear him say he sent you a legion. And I said to her, thank you, Darlicia. She goes, you stupid. Thank God. And I said, and that was it.
Awesome. And so that just means that you're experiencing exactly what I'm seeing. And that's, we have legions of angels that are showing up in our lives. And many times, you know, sometimes I'm actually not as bright as what you'd think. And sometimes I'm too dumb to know it. But thank God you're not too dumb to know it. And so you're actually aware of it. You're consciously aware of you know, what's happening. And angels come through all kinds of situations and all kinds of scenarios. A lot of times when you have a bad experience with someone, even in life, you can then end up becoming amazingly angelically gifted, or land where you're supposed to land, how you're supposed to land, because the matrix behind it is far too complex for our little pea brains to get, right? It's kind of like my friend Jesse, who was talking about what was happening, right? And so it was a very complicated thing, but 10 people didn't die because of that, you know?
Right.
And so, but as I look at you, you have absolutely legions of angels with you guys. And that's the reason I love you guys so much. And so, and you got 3 of the most beautiful children I have ever met in my lifetime.
Thank you.
So all of your kids are angels. And so, you know, I think that really basically people are having, you know, these spiritually gifted kids that are so freak of nature like. And so, Michelle, I know I find that with you've got 750 nephews and nieces, and, right?
Family, yes.
Yeah. And they're all, and they're like these little freaks, you know, and they're spiritually gifted. They can all see and know and hang out, you know, and I see, you know, you guys have 3 of the most beautiful children I've ever met. And spiritually gifted. And I love hanging out with them. And when you guys come to visit me, these are my buddies that live in Raleigh, which is real close to where I'm at in North Carolina. And they come with their kids, and, you know, so I talk to their kids, and I try to teach their kids a little spiritual things. And your kids are like little freaks. They just can see everything. And so
They're sponges.
they are sponges, right?
Yeah.
And so with you guys, and I think that you guys are a great testament to people that let your kids be who they are. Let them be who they are, because they're already perfect, you know? And so, and they're spiritually gifted. And so, and you guys teach that, promote that, you know, beautiful story.
Gary, I've actually got an angel story.
Okay.
If anybody wants it, but I was 5 and a friend of mine wanted me to go home with her from kindergarten instead of going straight home, which was 3 blocks away from the elementary school for me. So I started going home with her. She was angry at some little girl, Elizabeth, that so she didn't want to walk in front of her house. Well, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, so you're if you can visualize the street, it's a narrow road. You can park on each side, and then you've only to have enough room for 1 car to pass down it.
I can see it.
So all these cars are parked on both sides of the road, and I already heard from the Holy Spirit, don't cross the road, you'll get hit by a car.
Wow.
He goes and runs across the road, and I'm slowly walking out to the edge of, you know, where a parked car is, you know, like the back end of it.
Right.
And I'm shaking my head at her. I said, no, I can't go. I can't go. I can't go. I'm gonna get hit by a car. And she's screaming at me across the road, I'm crazy. There aren't any cars. And all I can see is like a smoke, but I think it's construction at the end of the road. So you can't see any cars coming down, and you know, again, I'm not listening to God, the Holy Spirit, and he's saying, don't cross. And I finally go, okay, fine. So I start running out, I stop in the middle of the road. I absolutely freeze. And I turn, I look to my left, and I see a car coming down on me. I look at my friend across the road, you know, and it's very narrow, but I'm 5, so I'm small. And I instantly think I'm going to die. But then I get touched on my shoulder and whispered in my ear by a woman who says, put your hands up. And it takes me a moment. I'm like, what? Put your hands up. So I put my hands up, and my hands hit the front grille of the car. I was thrown in the air, and I landed my face in the curb, but it's what saved my life. The doctor said that, at least that's what he said, that's what saved. And I woke up in a woman's arms, and I asked her if she was Mary, and if I died, and if I was in heaven, and she said no, you know, because her hair was cascading, you know, long straight hair shining through it, and she said no, you're alive, you know. And I started crying because I really thought there's no way. And I asked her, how's the lady in the road? And she said, what lady? I said, the lady that was in the road with me. She protected me. She saved me.
That was Mary. So here's another Mother Mary story, guys. When I look, I heard that was Mary. And so Mother Mary, the maternal energy of Earth, right, protected you and told you what to do, and you just did your thing.
Yes, and I mean, I thought I had woke up
Yeah, and I feel your feet really hot. Feel your feet hot right now. You feel your feet hot. That just means I told you the truth. I didn't do anything to change your energy. I'm just telling you the truth. And Mother Mary, took care of you, because there's a lot. I mean, I know you're my friend, but there's like a lot of things you had to do in this lifetime, and now you're doing them, and you've done them, and so there we are. Good luck. I love you guys. Big kisses.
Love you, Gary.
Thank you. That was crazy. And so, can you imagine? So you have, this is the way things work. We're God beings, guys. We're big God beings. And you guys have all these angel selves that will run around and play superhero like Mother Mary or whoever. And that's how it works. And we all are the same being. All you got to do is ask for your big angel selves. One more time. God, angels, give me my big angel selves, please. God, angels, give me my big angel selves, please. I need them right now. That's what we need. I need that to be okay down here on the little planet Earth. Please help me out. God, angels, give me my big angel selves, please. And these big angel cells will just do stuff for you. And they do it ahead of time. They know when you're in trouble. They know when you need them. They know when you're about to mess up, like run out in front of a car. They know all these things. And so you just want to ask for those big angel selves. And then you want to create these relationships with your heaven, with your heavenly hierarchy, with God, with your angels and your big angel selves. And so that's the way it works. I love you guys. I've had so much fun tonight, huh? And so it's really, really fun talking about angels and hanging out with you guys and being with you guys. And so every Saturday, I look so forward to being with you. And for you guys that are not in my online club, you want to be in my online club, just really easy. Go to GarySpivey.com. And then I'll see you on Wednesday, because I do an energy clearing and I get all these different spiritual gifts that come down for you on Wednesday. And so go to GarySpivey.com for that, or 800-827-GARY. And tomorrow I have two, I think I have, maybe now, they're showing me, I got one appointment available tomorrow. And so if you guys want to call in and get that one appointment, that's good, because sometimes I just get inspired and I feel like I need to talk to people. And so I'm doing Zoom sessions tomorrow, or FaceTime, whatever you want to do. You can get a 30-minute or hour session with me, 800-827-GARY. And to note, you'll book you right now. Anyway, I love you guys and I appreciate you guys so much. And I will see you, online club people, Wednesday, or if I'm doing a private reading with you, I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you next Saturday. I love you guys and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching Tapping In with Gary Spivey. And thank you for all your stories. Those were so inspiring for me, because it actually validates what I'm seeing. I'm looking, I'm going, okay, good. I'm not crazy yet. Okay, perfect. Anyway. And so thank you, Dina, Michelle, Tanoch, Adriana. I appreciate you guys, Nils. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, love back. Lots of love back. Lots of love.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Love everyone.